Yeah, I just got out the phone with Big Uncle. He texted me 6 a.m. in the morning, said, gotta hit me as soon as you get up. Wake and bake with a gangster.
I guess this is what y'all been waiting for.
It's gonna be a whole lot of that
Welcome
shit this year,
to
nigga.
the Wake and Bake Show with Big Uncle.
Yeah, G's up, hold down. Yeah, I'm a boss, I ain't got time for no bullshit. You waste the mind, you catch that iron.
What's going on, everybody? You already know what time it is, man. It's your motherfucking man, Big Up, man. Right back at y'all like I told y'all, man, with part 2, or you don't know what time it is, man. Carolina boys, man. With my motherfucking partner, man, like last time, man. Motherfucking Red in the building, man. We come to motherfucking goddamn set the record straight, man. And let y'all know what's really going on, man. Not now, not just now, but back then too, man. So without any further motherfucking interruptions or delays in this shit, man, let's get to this shit, man. What's going on, Ray?
Not much, bro. I'm happy to be back, man.
Man, I'm glad to have you back, bro. I'm glad to have you back, man. You know what I'm saying, man? I gotta check. You get a chance to, you checked out that episode 1? That
not
part
fully,
1?
not fully, because I worked.
Man.
I just bogged down with the work yesterday.
Oh, I feel you, shit, man. You know that shit up in the air, man. That shit ain't going nowhere, man. Hey, that shit right there for you to see, man. But yeah, I sit down, man. I checked it out, man, cause like me, man. When I record and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I don't even, after I edit everything down, I don't even watch it. I don't watch it until it come out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Once the only thing I probably see is like when I'm doing my editing, like the clips and stuff I was sending you and stuff, are the ones I put out before the podcast actually come out, man. That's really the only thing that I see. I don't never really just see the full interview and shit, man.
Oh, okay.
You know, so like, you know, when Saturday mornings, man, that be my thing, man. I get up on Saturday mornings, man, and cut that thing on, man, and get a little countdown and shit, man. And boom, man, you know what I'm saying? And that shit was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we ended up ending like last week. I was just intrigued, like when I actually left, the day that I got arrested.
Yeah.
Like what happened to you? You know what I'm saying? You know what you do?
So check this out. Yeah, cause like right, it's pause, like people, it's pause in this shit, right? That you know what I'm saying? You don't know like what happened after you left and shit, man. And you know, and I want to get in, you know what I'm saying? Also, before I get into that, man, I also, like, I know the stories and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? But I also, you know what I'm saying, want to get a chance, man, for you to set the record straight, man, on how shit actually went down with you, man.
Okay.
And how you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't really know. A lot of people just know what other people said, and you know what I'm saying, and they look at you as that type of person, man. But boss, what happened?
So basically, like right now, I'd like to actually set the record straight. You know, from what I was arrested for back in June 15th, 1995, was a warrant stemming from October of 1994, which consisted of felony murder, armed robbery, kidnapping, false imprisonment. The felony murder charge was actually what you call, Georgia got a law called party to a crime.
Yeah.
So if it's 2 or more people involved with an incident, whether you actually kill the person or involved with the person dying or not, since you all are together, they're going to charge everybody with the same charge of felony murder.
Yeah.
So I was convicted of felony murder. However, when I was arrested, which actually maybe, I want to say like 8 months after the crime had been committed, both of my co-defendants was already locked up. So when they arrested me, you know, they wanted a statement out of me. So keep in mind that 2 months before my arrest, the Oklahoma City bombing had occurred. So now I'm in DeKalb County, and the fugitive squad, the Metro Fugitive Squad, has me, and so they're trying to question me. And since back then I went by so many alias names, they asked me what was my real name, and I told them John Doe number 2. What did I say that for? Because John Doe number 2 at the time, I think it was like Terry Nichols or Timothy McVeigh, the guy that was involved in the Oklahoma City bombing.
Okay.
One they were still looking for, and that was John Doe number 2. Yeah. And when I said John Doe number 2, they took it personally. You know, they snatched me up and like muscled me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
At DeKalb County.
Yeah, the Metro. Yeah, they muscled. But at the time, I didn't realize the significance of me throwing that name out there, because with that Oklahoma City bombing, like 180 some people died with little kids in daycare. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't mean to mock or mimic nothing having to do with that. Yeah. But you know, it came out like that. But anyway, you know, when they took me to the holding cell that day, you know, they called me out twice. The attorney affairs wanted to talk to me because a federal agent shot at me once, and a sergeant from the Metro Fusion Squad shot at me twice.
Okay.
So I was shot at 3 times. You
Yeah.
know how the negative narrative that sometimes the media push armed and dangerous.
Yeah.
They ain't was never known like shooting at cops or jumping on.
Exactly.
No, nothing like that. I had a few altercations like
Yeah.
wrestling or fighting, but just shooting, trying to kill a
Most
police.
of your shit was eluding police.
Boy, you hit it. You hit it. Trying to get away.
Getting away.
Yeah, I wasn't
you
trying
ain't
to
trying to hurt
them.
nobody.
But you know, so they came and took me out the holding cell. Keep in mind, I'm in the holding cell. You got people in the holding cell, DUIs, petty, you know, little petty charges. So when they came and took me out, they strapped me up. They put the chains on my ankles, around my waist, and on my hands. So when they taking me out the cell, people in the holding tank looking at me like I'm Charles Manson or somebody. Like, what he done did.
Exactly.
And I still didn't realize the significance of my charges. Anyway, they was questioning me about, you know, the police shooting at me. I was like, man, I'm just trying to get away.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was actually jailed for 30 days before I realized the full length of charge that, you know, I had.
Okay.
So initially I'm thinking armed robbery.
Yeah.
You know, I got a half a kilo of cocaine from the guy.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking murder is just, I ain't killed nobody.
Exactly.
Nor did I see anybody get shot.
Okay.
I seen the dude after he was shot.
Yeah.
But I didn't see this dude get shot.
Okay.
No, I didn't shoot this dude.
Exactly.
So I'm not thinking that these people finna charge me with no murder, nothing.
Exactly.
I can man up and accept the responsibility for armed robbery.
For the robbery shit.
I could accept that.
Yeah.
But the murder thing was a totally different ball game. However, the authorities down here in Georgia was getting so much negative information from the authorities in North Carolina, like I was just an animal type dude.
Yeah.
And basically all I ever did was elude.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, of course, once I saw what my regular charges was, I'm like, wow. So I'm like, okay, I didn't kill nobody, so I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna beat that.
Yeah.
So you know, I sat in jail. Just sat there. So I was going to court for calendar calls.
Okay.
You know, calendar calls. I'm like, I'm not gonna sit in jail no years going for this. So I filed a fast and speedy.
Yeah.
So anyway, you know, doing the calendar calls. Anyway, one of the calendar calls, I get a message from my attorney asking me what I plead guilty to. Involuntary manslaughter was carried 1 to 10 years.
Yeah.
The other one carried 1 to 20.
Yeah.
So I was like, she had the statute wrong. Said, would you plead guilty to 20 years? So at the time, a jailhouse lawyer, I talked to one of these guys. I said, man, they offered me 20 years. You think I should take it? And the guy was like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Me not knowing any better, not knowing how the system in Georgia was, I elected the
Well, we taught that information.
I told him
Run
it. And they ran it. You know, I went to trial. My trial lasted probably like 3 days. And the crazy part about it, I elected to represent myself because I knew my case. I know I haven't shot nobody, so I'm gonna easily beat this, but I didn't know the law.
Yeah.
So regardless of the evidence that I had, I didn't know how to present the evidence that I had. I had concrete evidence.
Yeah.
But when you don't have knowledge of the courts and the law, there's no way to present it. I didn't know how like to subpoena witnesses, and I just didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I thought by me having the discovery, because everything that the district attorney's office had, they had to turn over to me, which was my discovery package. So I seen everything they had. There was nothing that said, no type of evidence that said Raymond Kegler shot and killed nobody. However, a co-defendant of mine told authorities that I told them that I shot this guy. That's what got me convicted. He said, she said. But the person that said that I told him that is actually the dude that shot the guy.
Yeah.
So here I am. I still figure I can beat this. All I need now is my other co-defendant to come testify.
Yeah.
Because he saw it.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But the court scared this guy so bad. I'm over there waiting for him to be brought over to the
He already got his time.
Yes.
So he's serving his time.
He's still in county jail. He don't sign his plea.
Okay.
So I'm sitting in the trial room, so I'm waiting on these guys to go get this guy and bring him over here to testify. However, the district attorney's office told this guy's lawyer, they sent his lawyer 2 the Cobb County Jail and told him if he came and testified to his statement that they would withdraw his plea bargain of 15 years and give him a life sentence in prison. Which I think something got to be wrong with that, because this man coming to testify to the statement.
Yeah.
But his statement was conflicting to what the guy who said I shot the guy.
Okay.
His statement was also in concurrence to the evidence that they picked up, on the crime scene.
Yeah. So check this out. So actually, not just you not having the proper information, and not that you had listened to the jailhouse lawyer.
Yeah.
But the fact that you was the last one to get caught.
That hurts too.
Hurt too.
You're being the last one. You already heard the old saying, the first one squeals get the deal.
Yeah.
Actually, it didn't happen like that in my case, because the first guy that got arrested caught more time than the guy that actually squealed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The guy who actually, the trigger man in my case is actually the guy that caught the last time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to say he served 7 or 8 years.
What?
And here's the thing that I want people to really hear me out on this, because a lot of time when something happened in your life, especially when somebody ended up going to prison, people always have grudges. Be like, I'm gonna get this dude when I come home, or something of that nature. Never in my mind that I ever considered upon my release that I was gonna get out and go do anything to anybody. But there was guys in the system telling me, bro, when I go home, boy, I go get. I say, for what? Go get them, so I can come back in here and sit in here with y'all dummies. It's over with. It's like water under the bridge. Everything that happened, you know what I'm saying, is forgiven. You know what I'm saying? Life goes on. And I have no beef or no smoke with nobody. What's done is done. But anyway, once I was convicted, one of the toughest things is I was convicted that day. So of course the bailiff leads me back down to the holding tank. So I go in the holding tank. I forgot how many people. It was kind of crowded in there. And most of the people that was in the holding tank had probably been sentenced to 90 days for DUI, stealing a bologna sandwich out of Quick Trip or whatever the case may have been. But so when I walked in, I'm still trying to hold it together. So in the holding tank, they had a little bathroom, but the only thing separates the people in the holding tank that's sitting down waiting and the bathroom is probably a little small wall.
About that,
yeah. So I go behind a little wall, do my bed. So when I come back out, guys see tears in my eyes. So they was like, yo, how we enjoy you. What's up, Shawty? What happened, Shawty?
Yeah.
I said, man, they gave me life. Seemed like everything got quiet. They're like, what? I said, man, they gave me life in prison. So I seen guys that don't even know me. I seen the hurt in their eyes just seeing they brother. Even though I didn't know these guys, but we all the same skin color in America. And they looked at me and they were like, wow, boy. And our tears fell out. You know what I'm saying? Tears. So I'm human, man. So,
shit.
And I'm sitting here like, wow, man. But once I leave that scene and return back to the Cobb County Jail, keep in mind, they got me in the max, what they call, basically maximum security. I come out maybe an hour or two a day. Rest of the time I'm locked down. But it's like 16 people in the pod. So as I walk into the pod, you had a couple of guys out watching TV. And the guy was like, what happened? What happened, man? I said, man, they gave me life. I kind of smiled with it. They were like, man, you joking. Shit, ain't nothing to joke about. But later on, guy was shocked that I came in, so like looking so upbeat. And I told him, I said, I done cried already. You know what I'm saying? So, and believe it or not, man, on my trial day when I cried about, the incident, I never cried about my sentence no more. I felt bad at times, but tears never, came out my eyes about, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, can't cry right now. I got to work on my case. You know what I'm saying? So, well, with that having been done, it was like, hey, man, I had always thought, I beat something on the pill. And, my brother Booney, he hired an attorney, gave his lawyer all this money to do a aid for me. And basically, the lawyer just took the money. Just basically took the money and ran. And I litigated for years myself. You know what I'm saying? Litigated myself because I I knew I would get out one day, just didn't
Yeah.
know when.
Yeah.
But I was 23 when I was once I was arrested. I was only 23.
Yeah.
But here's one of the biggest obstacles I actually faced is that I had never in my life met nobody in the streets that was sentenced to life in prison and came home before.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never met nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at that. But once I got into the system, they always talked about guys that had life in it and came home.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I will get out.
Yeah.
I don't know how old I'd be.
Yeah.
But it's like, after everything's said and done, man, it's like my co-defendants, like the one testified against me.
Yeah.
If I passed him on the streets right now, I just passed him.
Yeah.
But the other one, I have no smoke with him, man. Even though I know his testimony could have helped me, but also he had to think about his well-being by what the district attorney said about taking his plea bargain. You know what I'm saying? And it's messed up that they would put a person in that situation for him to come to testify of the truth.
Yeah.
And them try to hide that. But like I said, I'm out here now.
You home now?
Yeah, I'm out here now.
You know what I'm saying? And like I told you, man, you out here because you did everything you were supposed to do and that you needed to do to get out here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even though, and that's why I tell people this right here, bro. I learned this on Judge Judy courtroom, man. I watch Judge Judy, bro.
Yeah, she hell.
And I love her, bro, because Judge Judy ain't with that shit. Fuck them excuses. Judge Judy say, man, if you gonna come in here and try to sue somebody, your hands got to be clean too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You can't goddamn come in here doing wrong and then now that something wrong done happened to you, you want to get up. Nah, that ain't how it work.
Yeah, she don't play.
And so one thing I realized like this right here, bro, even with my journey, is this right here. No matter what's going wrong in your life, you got to do what's right. Yeah. That's the only way it's gonna stop. That's the only way you're going to be able to get away from the wrong that's going wrong. That's the only way you're going to be able to make things right again. You have to, just like with your situation, and I think me and you had this conversation, bro. You got the life sentence, but you didn't have a life sentence. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They gave you a life sentence, but you didn't have a life sentence. Meaning that, man, all the stuff, the writing, the books that you was doing, the books you was writing, man, and the way you carried yourself, and the fact that you wasn't getting into altercations and stuff like that because you had got a license. Some people get that and let that shit turn them into something that they wasn't before they came in there. And that's what hinder you. And that's why I say, man, when things are going wrong, man, you got to do what's right. And when things going right, man, you really got to do what's right then, because it's easy for you to motherfucking get comfortable.
And not to cut you off, what you saying that, like with the right thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect.
Nobody,
far from perfect.
yeah.
But the time that I've been home, I feel like I try to do everything right. Mm-hmm. So never am I looking over my back thinking the police, or if the police get behind me, I'm not nervous.
Yeah.
I have zero worries by anything dealing with the judicial system, or police arresting me or something. I don't worry about it. Yeah. I'm clean. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, put it like this, it's good being clean.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? So just finally, because back home in the Pines, where I was actually raised, I could, like a dude named Dennis told me one day, he said, man, you can get out the shower, fresh, clean. He said, but you still dirty. Mm-hmm. He said, because the police looking for you. I'm like, you can't wash it off.
No.
You got to go through the system. Whatever kind of problem that you actually have, you got to go through the system and get clean.
You got to do right.
And before you come, right.
Even if doing right, taking me and get you out, like, even like, if you out here, if you like, we used to go on the run.
Yeah.
Had we not went on the run and just handled that shit, a lot of this shit that we ended up going through, it would have never escalated to the shit that happened.
Yeah.
So like when we talking right, so now you gone. I'm here on the streets. So now they lock you up. I go up to the motherfucker. So like I said, I'm at the park. You won't show up.
Yeah.
So I go to where I know we was at, the spots we had, and I see, okay, the lady like, they gone, he moved. So I go up to the other spot. As soon as I get up on the hill, Airport Circle on Fulton Industrial, people, and Airport Hotel, Airway Inn. I go up there, and before I'm in a taxi, and like I told, I got the guns on me, I got this money on me and everything, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I pull up and I see them over. I tell the cab driver, keep going, go down the road, go down the road.
Oh, you seen the police?
Nigga, they was they had the young lady that was with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to use no names because we ain't asked nobody to talk about them on my show, so we just gonna respond to her as the young lady that was with you at the time. I saw the police talking to her.
Yeah.
Bro, I see the car. I see the goddamn Oldsmobile. You know we got from the motherfucking outlet.
Oh, you see that? Okay,
They got the trunk open and everything.
Yeah.
They all in that bitch. They got her over there. So I go around into the room.
Oh, you had turned in?
No, I got out the car.
Oh.
Up the road and then walked back.
Okay.
And then went in there. Because, you know, they doing their thing.
Yeah.
They got everything.
Yeah.
By the time you gone. So now
yeah,
they just questioning
okay.
her because I guess she was in the car
Yeah.
when all, you know what I'm saying? And so I go in the room where the other cats at that we had put on.
Yeah.
And they like, yo, they got Rainbow. They was shooting down the block. The whole shit. So I'm like, what? Fuck, bro. So, mind you, I don't know. You know how we used to pull up, you go in the woods and hide all the work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you used to be like, bro, we can't let it. So I never knew where that was at.
Yeah.
I never knew. All I had was what was on me. Even the money. We used to go take the money out to your baby mom's house.
Yeah.
So I knew when that shit happened, and I knew I had a kind of about how it happened.
Yeah.
I knew that wasn't even in play.
Yeah.
Wasn't no need for me even to go out to the folks' house talking about, yo, I need to get that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I was like, boom. So now, nigga, I'm just guns, money. But the only thing I know is Miami Black.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, okay. And I know he got the work.
He got,
You know, he got the work. You know what I'm saying? And so I got the money. And so my mind is, I got to get out of here. Because, you know, I done already set the block on fire with the shit I did. No. So I got, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's me and the other guy that's with us and shit. So I'm like, bam. Already know. Like I always said, man, as long as I got work, I can go anywhere and get money.
Yeah.
So boom, I go back to South Georgia. So I go see Miami. Boom. Chop them off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get a little two and a baby and shit.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, I got to keep some money on me. So I go get a
you
two
got
and a
something
baby.
to work with though.
So yeah, cause I know when I go back to South Georgia, that two and a baby is like a quarter key in South Georgia. Cause you know you have little shit in Atlanta, you know that shit, but up there, it's a different type ball game. So I go up there, I go buy the bags, everything. Boom, I go there. So I'm in South Georgia now. So now I done set up shop in South Georgia. I got an old boy with me, you know what I'm saying?
With you?
Yeah, he with me. I take him with me because, you know, he was, you know what I'm saying? We ride. So I ain't got time to do nothing. I'm like, bro. So I say, look, bro, I can put you on you can go back home or I'm finna go to South Georgia. So it was kind of like the same scenario when I met you in the bus station. You were like, fuck it, I'm gonna go with you. So we go to South Georgia. So we in South Georgia, I'm setting up shop down that bitch, I'm doing the work. So I'm going for, I get the money and I'm driving all the way back to Atlanta to buy work. Yeah. I'm going to motherfucking I'm going over in Decatur to get my weed.
On the Hamp?
In the Hamps. I'm going to East Hamp to get the weed. Yeah. Cause you know we hadn't already met there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I go to East Hamp, I'm getting the weed and shit from East Hamp. I'm going back over here to Miami, I'm buying the work from him, and I drive back to South Georgia. I'm taking my kid's mom car, cause you know they took the car. So matter of fact, I got a rental car. Yeah. And that rental car became my car. In other words, I ain't take that bitch back. So now I'm hotboxing on top of that. So I leave the rental car in South Georgia and I drive in my baby mom's car to Atlanta. I'm getting work. So I'm doing this back and forth. And then, bro, I fuck around and I come back from Atlanta and I come to South Georgia and my man who I took with me, he like, yo, bro, this cat came over here, man, you know what I'm saying? Talking about he was finna shoot in the crib. And at the time, my baby, I had just had my first son. Yeah. He was like a newborn and shit. So I'm like, what? So, you know, I became a whole nother animal by this time. Cause you know, when me and you was together, the side step in the story, you know, when me and you first got together, you had already laid it out for me. Yeah. You were like, bro, this is what's going on with me. It wasn't like you kept me in the blind from what was happening with you. Because I didn't know about the On the Run and the murder and all that shit. Okay. I just know I was in North Carolina when they got the other cat.
Yeah. Okay.
That wanted to tell the truth.
Yeah.
I was in Carolina when they got him. Me and him was sitting on the thing, and I had walked off, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna get with you later. And before I come back, man, they were like, bro, the Atlanta police and all the FBI came up here and snatched this nigga up. I'm like, what? So, like I said, it's just shit going on. So back to the story, back to where we was at. So now I'm in South. So when my man, he like, yo, he tell me that shit, bro. I'm like, what, nigga? Cause mind you, like I said, man, when me and you got together, you told me what was happening with you, and you were like, bro, I'm not fucking with no guns, bro. Yeah. I'm just trying to get this money so I can take care of my kids, bro, because ain't no telling when it. So I was like, bet. But what I did know, once we got Atlanta, is like, bro, somebody got to be him.
Yeah.
Somebody got to take that role. Yeah. And that's when I'm getting the guns. And so once I understood, bro, like, okay, it's a certain, because we not from there, so it's a certain way that I was like, I had to move that. Like, okay, you do. I'm gonna make sure ain't nobody trying us out here. You know what I'm saying? That was my mind frame. Like, we gonna get money, but if it come down to it, bro, I'm gonna protect us out here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not to say you wouldn't, you feel me? But I didn't want to have you in no situation like that. So by that, so like I say, now you going, I'm in South Georgia, my man tell me like, yo, nigga. So I'm like, what, nigga? So I'm in real, I got to go do something, you know, because I can't let nobody up here feel like, oh, these niggas, you know, we can just whatever. At no point. Yeah. At no point. So, man, I go goddamn see this nigga. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? What he like? Yo, he start talking shit, man. I knock this nigga out. Boom, this nigga on the ground. So I leave the nigga on the ground, and I go back to my baby mom house. Next thing you know, I'm outside at the car. Yeah. And my man like, yo, such coming down the road, this nigga got a gun. I'm like, what? So I go in the car, I get the 9 that I had. Yeah. So I get the gun, I come around there, this nigga see me, and he take off running. This nigga got a shotgun riding the bike. Yeah. We in South Georgia riding the bike. He got a shotgun. So when I come around the trailer, boom, this nigga take off running. He tried to think. By this time, I'm gone. I'm in it. I jump in the car, bro. I see this nigga running across the field, and across the field it's a wood put yard, but it's a square block, and it's a schoolhouse. And bro, he coming around, bro. And next thing I know, I'm coming in the car, and I see him trying to come up out that hill, and I hit this nigga. Boom! Yeah. Hit him. I'm hard. Nigga. I'm talking about he did flip in the air. Boom! I jump out the car with the gun, bro, and I'm about to shoot the nigga in the ditch. And on everything I love, bro, it was an old man in the wood put yard. Yeah. And he's like, son, don't do it. And I turned around and looked at him, bro, and I just jumped back in the car and dipped. So I know now police coming. Yeah. So I'm trying to get my shit together and everything. And I dipped. So I'm like, yo, he over there, fuck with this. So I hit nigga like, yo, bro, I'm about to come, so you got to go. So when I get to where he at, so folks like, yo, the police locked your baby moms up. Word. Because they felt like she was hiding me. Oh. And when they did that, bro, I turned myself in. Oh, man. And when I turned myself in, bro, I was in there for a minute. I made bond. I got out that motherfucker, man. I was in there for a minute.
What county?
Bro.
Tift County?
No, down in Berrien County, South Georgia.
Oh,
Nashville.
Wow. Yeah, I know Nashville. It's past Tift.
Yeah, past Tift, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was getting money. I was down there at Willie Coochie, Dozen, all around there getting money. You know what I'm saying? And long story short, from that shit, bro, I caught 10 years. They gave me 10 years probation, bro. Yeah. I bounced off that shit. I dipped. Only 10 years. Yeah. Probation. I just dipped. Go back to Atlanta. But before I go back to Atlanta, like I always say, I got to go home first. Because I got to get right. Yeah. I need to run me some money. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something, bro. Going home didn't allow me to be like how I was when I was out of town. Yeah. Like, bro, it was some things that happened at home that I let slide, bro. That I just like, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew too many people knew me. If I did anything, man, I was like, yo, his daddy, the fire chief at the fire department, he live right here.
Yeah. They know you. They know your family. Yeah.
All they knew me is Jay. Yeah. They ain't know nothing about me. They just knew, that's it. So when I would go home, bro, I ain't have to worry about having to carry myself like that because I'm at home now.
Or nobody actually looking for you.
Exactly. It ain't that kind of aggression when you know how it is, bro. And this is why I tell cats, bro. You can go anywhere and get money, and they was break bread with you. But do not fuck with them bitches down there. Excuse me. Do not fuck with the women.
Yeah.
Once you fuck with the women, it's a wrap. You gonna be hated because the reason is she used to fuck with one of their homeboys. And you down here getting money and you trying to get them. So, bro, that's why I never went places and got on shit like that. So, yeah, man. So, after that, bro, like I said, you know, I carried like being like that, man. And then, like I say, I came back to Atlanta, man. And when I came back to Atlanta, bro, I just set up. I met some cats that was from here, from Martin Luther King. Because before, all I knew was Fulton Industrial. Yeah. I didn't know nothing else about it. When I came to Atlanta, I just went straight to Fulton Industrial. I didn't never go like be here, be there. But then when I got here, I started meeting cats that was from Martin Luther King, which was right there. And so I started meeting these cats, and I started branching off into like the West Side, and start getting into these areas and stuff, bro.
Excuse me, why you didn't attempt to go out? Because I think we might have. How long we was out on Candler Road? Maybe about a week or so, if that long.
Yeah, we were not that long. We was out there about a week.
Why you didn't head out that way?
Because I wasn't familiar. We never really functioned there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like we was when we first was over at the spot off Cleveland Avenue.
Cleveland Avenue, yeah.
That was the first spot.
Yeah.
Then after that, we went to Candler Road, but we never got money on Candler Road like that. You know what I'm saying? It was more because your baby mom was right in that area.
That Candler Road thing was, that's basically where I made my name at. Out there.
Like I remember we used to pull up the hotels, bro, and they used to be like, "Oh, they black niggas used to pack up and be leaving." One of these days, I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, these niggas." They be like, "Bro," and your man's come out and say, "Boy, I knew you had to be here. These folks around here packing up, leaving." I used to be like, "Bro,
hey,
I'm telling you."
It's crazy because you know, I never was the one to try to instill fear in people. Yeah. But like
it was
anybody that know me, just been in the street with me, you know, I'm a cool hustler. Meaning like the smokers. Yeah. I treat the smokers with respect and everything. Yeah. And it was just one night, one of the smokers came down. I was at the red carpet. Yeah. Lady came down to me and told me, she said, "Hey, it's a dude." She called it two dudes' names. She said, "They said they can rob you without a pistol." Yeah. I was like, "What?" Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now I got to show a whole nother side. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A side that I don't want to show. You know what I'm saying? I'm just down here to get money. I'm not trying to hurt nobody, but it comes with the territory. Yeah. Yeah. So after that incident, I went up there and, you know, did what I had to do. And from that day on, you know, the next day I'm out on the block, and this was the word from, you know, some of the people say, "Black boy, you a fool with it. Yeah. Boy, you a fool." You know what I'm saying? No, I wasn't a fool. It's just that I had to set an example because I'm in the streets. When you live in the streets and you hustling in the streets, something you have to really put your hustle down and show people this is what is what it is, because the people feel they can walk over you.
Hey, I tell you, man, everything come with this shit, bro. Everything. And if you ain't prepared to, man, you gonna get you getting fucked over. You gonna get, and that's just how they be like, but that's just how it is, man. And I ain't gonna say like that, bro, because you know now that I'm where I'm at in my life, bro, it's the world. Like, if you gonna spend all your time outside there in the world trying to do whatever you trying to do, because you ain't got to just be hustling. It's people that don't sell drugs that's, man, every time you see them, they out there in the streets. Whether it's chasing girls, whether it's at the club, whether it's just hanging out on the sidewalk. Bro, anytime you go outside your door, bro, you risking your life. Yeah, you're right. Because there's somebody out there that's out there to take your life. Yeah. Not right directly, but I tell people most murders happen by accident. Yeah. They don't happen like the only way somebody just out there killing is altercation. We done had something. And yeah. But most people, robberies that end up in murder, be accidental. They scared. They get, you know what I'm saying?
Then like here in Atlanta, a lot of stuff is the innocent bystander get hit. So that's what happens a lot. So with me, and y'all know the type of work that I actually do, when I see large crowds of what I want to call the so-called thugs, the roughneck type, I avoid it. Yeah. I'm talking about, I'm not scared, I avoid it altogether. If I pull up at a gas station and I see guys standing out there that so-called look like they up to no good, I pass that gas station and I go to the next one. Yeah. It's just to avoid whatever, man. Yeah. It's just how it is. This how I gotta move now. Yeah. See, I see the difference from them because back in the days, I was one of them. Yeah. And I fit right in with them. Yeah. But now I'm on my square, I got to go around them.
Hey, man, and that's just what I say. You just have to always be doing the right thing, bro. Yeah. You have to, and that's like now, man. Like before, And I say, man, you know, I was only doing what was right for me. Everything that happened to me, man, happened because I was living selfishly, right? Like I say, man, a lot of times, man, we like to be like, yo, I'm doing this because I'm trying to make sure my kids can eat. And in the beginning, that may be true. But at some point, it become more about you than anything, man.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I realized, man, and I tell people, man, in a man, where the ego, he go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where the ego, he go. Because we got egos, man.
Yeah.
And our ego would take us places, bro, that necessarily, when we in our own self-being, bro, that we wouldn't naturally do. And so that's why, like now, man, that's why I tell people, bro, I don't care what, bro. I'm only doing what's right. I'm not going to do what's right for you. Because then doing what's right for you may not benefit me, and it may put me in a precarious situation that I don't want to be in. And I'm not going to do what's right for me, because in return, it might do the same thing for you. See, I'm going to simply do what's right, man. And knowing when I'm doing what's right, I'm not looking to benefit from it right then. Because doing what's right don't always benefit you right then.
Oh, yeah,
like
right.
Going to school is doing the right thing. But in order to graduate, you got to go through 12 years of school to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I be like now, man, like, you know, I understand that world, bro. I understand everything about it. And I don't look down on nobody. And I just know that, man, you know, when people not living in they true self, man, they only living to make sure they good and make sure they got things, then, man, you gonna have to spend a lot of time out there in that world.
Now here's something what you just said about that now. Like me now.
Yeah.
I don't have to try to live up to no type of image.
No,
you know,
bro.
no tough guy image.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could just be me. Now, when you caught up into the street life, like then,
Yeah.
I had to portray an image.
Yeah.
I had to portray a tough guy image.
Yeah.
And do stuff that I normally wouldn't do, but I had to do these things because you got people around me.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're in the streets, and you basically living the street life, and you got people out there,
Ain't never egos.
people are peeping you.
Yeah.
They seeing how you move.
Yeah.
So they see any weakness in your armor,
Yeah.
they finna try to hit you.
Yeah.
So at times, and I was just, man, I'm talking about just, I want to just say monstrous with it.
Yeah.
And I'd probably go be above and beyond
Yeah.
to try to keep, because nobody was like nobody looking for me. I look for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't, we after him.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody really after me
Yeah.
but the police.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just the average dude. I'm not saying I'm Teflon dumb, but they were like, man, we mess with that crazy nigga.
And
You know what I'm saying? That dude crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I be like, bro, you know, that's why when I like watching Animal Planet, man.
Yeah.
I like watching shows about animals and stuff, man, because I'm gonna tell you, man, at the core of who we are, man, when we just at everything, bro, and we just rely on instincts. Like if you just an instinctual person, you are an animalistic person. You know what I'm saying? When you watch the animal, that's just like you say, when you out in the world and you have that's just like lions hunting.
Oh yeah.
You know when you know the one lion he at home and he just, you see he laying down in the tiger over there with the kids, but then you see that other lion coming across there. He coming to challenge you.
Yeah. Yeah.
He coming to challenge you, and if you ain't ready to be challenged, he gonna overtake you and kick you out of your own pack, and he gonna become the king.
Yeah.
And when you out there in that world, bro, it's filled with egos, man.
Yeah.
It's filled, and I'm not like, it's some people that just coming out here trying to get back home. It's some people that just get up, go to work, and they trying to go back home. It's some people that just getting up to go get gas and they coming back home.
Yeah.
It's people that get up just to go get food and they coming home. But what they don't realize, it's tigers out there that just live out there. And they looking for you because they know ain't no fight in you. They know that aggression ain't in you. So it's easy to overtake somebody like that. So because of that, bro, I don't use instinctual ways no more, because I'm not an instinctual person no more. Like I said, I just do what's right. But because I have been on that, I used to be the lion in the jungle, and not like you say, that used to walk around and scope and see what's what.
That's a rough life.
You know what I'm saying? I understand it, bro. So I'm not getting caught off guard. I'm not like I'm not saying won't shit happen to me, but it ain't walking up on me.
Exactly.
It ain't walking up on me. It ain't no, oh shit. No, I'm fully, my wife, bro. When I'm in the cars driving, nigga, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? We at the stoplight, nigga. I'm grabbing and I'm looking and I'm like this right here, and she be like, But and I tell her because I want you to be comfortable.
Yeah, hey, listen, when you just said that stoplight thing, and this is, and I don't mean to, not frown upon nobody, but a lot of time I'm in like the hood or something. A lot of time I'm like, click, I lock my car doors.
Yeah.
Because I just know what can happen. I can get snatched out my car, robbed, they take my car, any little stuff like that.
And bro,
my instinct tell me, let me go ahead
and
do this.
And let me tell you something, bro. And you better be like that. Because you know why? Because the opposite of that is when you used to be in the street, you grab you on the gun.
Yeah.
Your gun was your lock.
Yeah.
You ain't nigga, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why I said, man, you have a right to be afraid. Man, listen, man, you out here in this world. You ain't in your house with the door locked. And you know say that's the only place you gonna be. That's the only place your freedom is at.
Feel safe, yeah.
It's in your house. It's in your house, man. When you go out there in that world, man, don't nothing adjust to you. You have to adjust to what's going on in the world.
Yeah, you definitely.
And so that's why I used to be like, man, you know what, man? I used to be like when I used to be places, and even before I used to like people used to walking up on people, a woman or something, and she grabbed like white woman, black woman, whoever, and they grab their purse. I'd be like, hey, the bitch, I ain't trying to grab your purse. Until me and my wife got together.
Yeah.
And we be here. And I'd be like, man, you know what? They got a right to grab your purse.
This is mine.
They got a right to motherfucking be afraid, bro. Because if they not being afraid is being aware.
Yeah.
Being afraid is being aware, bro. You just aware of the things going on around you. When you ain't aware of that shit, bro, you be lackadaisical. And that's when a motherfucker gonna goddamn do something to you.
Yeah, because a lot of people, like I say, you could take you could take some people the way they dress and consider this person a thug because of the way he dressed. But a lot of times that person can come in a whole different manner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know. And his job is to take everything you got. And if he can take your life, someone probably will.
Yeah.
So you just have to be mindful of everything.
Everything, man.
Everything.
And what I come to realize, man, you know, man, most of your trouble gonna come from the people you know and you fuck with.
Always like that.
Man, you know what I'm saying? You be so caught up in the world and what's going on in the world, man, when most of your troubles and downfalls gonna come from the people
In
you
your
know.
circle, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. That's why, man, you know, I tell you, bro, I don't fuck with me and my wife, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife, you know, I got like you, people in my lives, you know what I'm saying? But y'all got shit going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this right here be the only time me and you really just sit down for this long. Because, like you say, every day you getting up and you got your business, you handle your things. So you ain't nobody I can pick up. And I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm out of town, I'm doing stuff, I got shit going on. I ain't got time to be sitting around. Man, look, if you got that much time, bro, then you broke.
That's the problem. Listen, I know something too. And I know a lot of people from back home be like, Ray and John, especially when we went home for when Maine passed, and, you know what I'm saying? They probably like, boy, I know Ray and John be down there. Like, yo, we don't really see each other. We don't live that far from each other. You know what I'm saying? But we got our own different stuff that we do. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we 19, 20 years old. You know, 19, 20 no more. We hitting the clubs and doing this stuff. Yo, we are adult with adult responsibilities.
But the reason they think like that is because that's how they be. They still hang like they all day long, just all day. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you wonder like why you be in the situations you in. You spend like people. That's why I tell you, like when me and you talking, I tell you, man, it's like, bro, you ain't got no time to waste, man. You know what I'm saying? Every day, like you get off work, you need to be goddamn putting your time in. Like you talk about the computers, learning and understanding what it take to do that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that you got to get back. It's a lot of things that you got to come to understand now. That if you ain't sitting down and getting that type of information, then bro, you gonna be out here lost. You know what I'm saying? And that's where that's what a lot of people, bro, is that, you know, is that, man, motherfuckers that think they know everything don't know nothing. Because they ain't got no type of information to back that shit up. And so, man, you know, man, I just like say now that we here, man, you know what I'm saying? After and that's just some of the shit we done been through in our life that we allow people to know and we talked about today, man. But the fact, you know what I'm saying, that we here now, bro, you know what I'm saying, and we choosing to make better choices.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time, man, God just gonna give you a chance. You got to make the choice to do the right thing, to get your shit together. Because like I say, man, praying is like leaving a voicemail for God, man. God off trying to goddamn help somebody else. God off answering prayers by somebody who about to die. And they just want 2 more minutes, a time to spend with somebody they love before they pass on. God ain't out here, man, blessing nobody with no material shit. God ain't out here blessing you to motherfucker get somebody out your life that you put in your life. Like I tell people, man, God take good people away from bad people. God don't take bad people away from good people. You know what I'm saying? That's your choice, man. I said, man, he give you free will, man. He give you free will. And on top of that, he give you what you can't give yourself, and that's life, man.
Yeah, you definitely have that free will.
You have it, bro.
Yeah, you got it.
You got it, bro. It's just the fact that people don't like to use it in a way that's going to be beneficial to them. And then when they make fucked up choices, they try to blame it on this, that, and this, that. I had heard people say, man, God got a plan for me. I'll be like, well, why he ain't gave it to you?
Yeah.
I'm like, if God got something for you, trust me, he been gave it to you. You just don't realize it. You know what I'm saying?
When people say stuff like that, I be looking like, listen, man, let's just shrink this down some. So you feel God got a plan for you. So if you feel that, you got to know the plan. You got to at least know the start of it some. So once you see, go on and start trying to perfect the plan. Go and start putting it in action. Don't keep sitting here thinking it's just going to fall in your lap. You think you're going to go to the store and buy a $5 scratch off and win $250.
Like God bless you. Man, God ain't a gambler. You know what I'm saying? People go, oh, fine, you find some money on the ground. Like, oh, man, that's a blessing. No, somebody lost that money.
Yeah,
and right now they hurting because they need it. Man, Carl, oh, man, you know. Man, come on, man.
Yeah.
And that's what, and look, and I'm going to tell you, bro, and that's how I used to be, man, until God told me better, man. Like I tell people, man, I talk to God the same way I talk to you.
Yeah.
Because God cuss too. Because he understands me on that level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we talk, man, I laugh, man, because I see God got a funny, man. God is the funniest person in the world, man. Because God be sitting, people be like, oh yeah, you know, oh praying for this, that, man. God be sitting back, and it'd be like looking at you like, man, I done gave you everything you need, and you still asking for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everything you need to do everything you want to do, and you still want me to do the job for you. And that's why I say, that's why people's lives be so fucked up, because they be waiting and waiting. And then after they do it, they still give God the credit. And God don't need that credit. Yeah. God don't want you to be out here talking about what he done did for you. God wants you to tell people what you did for yourself so they'll start doing for themselves.
Yeah, you just hit it right there.
God don't want, I'm telling you, that's why I tell man, he don't want that. God, because this is what I say about this one, right? And so I let you go into this right here. If you think the only reason you out of prison is because of God, you gonna go back. If you think the only way you made it out and got through that is because of God, then you ain't gonna make it out here.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you right here, God wants you to always realize the strength and powers you have. And the only way you can realize that is looking at the things you done went through.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you sitting right here with me if you didn't get through that right there.
Exactly.
It's no way possible, bro. Yeah. I don't give God credit for nothing I do, bro. I give him the utmost credit for allowing me to do it. I give him the credit for giving me life, giving me the strength, the power, the wisdom, the knowledge that I have to be able to use it to be beneficial to me and people around me. But I'm not giving, man, oh thank God for this apartment. Man, I swear to God, man, this bitch $3,000. Yeah. And I ain't seen God put no money in my bank account yet.
Now, with that right there, you know, I sit back and I look like, you know, whatever that I, you know, may accomplish, whether it's a job, you know, place to stay, cars or whatever, any of this little stuff, I never look back, you know, sit back and say, well, think, hell no, I went and bust my ass.
I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I just toot my horn getting up like, yo, I done accomplished this right here, but I don't, you know, I never sit back and go, God, thank you for. God been gave me the tools to get it with. So long as I got the tools to make it happen, I'm gonna continue to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit back like on that, like something happened, be like, oh, you know, thanking God for this. I'm thankful for my life. Hey, that's all I need.
That's like going to Home Depot and spending all your money to buy all the materials to build a house, and then when the house get built, you go back and thank Arthur Blank them like, thank y'all for giving me this house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Man, if folks ain't did shit, man, you went there and spent all your money, you brought all the materials, man, and you built the house, now you trying to give a nigga, I'm not doing that. And God don't want me to do that, man. Because God know that it's something else that I'm trying to do in my life, and he want me to always know what I done did before that.
Exactly.
That's what it's about, man. And that's why I say, man, and people, and you know, like we talk about, people will look at you like, but I understand, man, because they ain't got the kind of belief that me and you got in God. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying people don't believe in God, but they believe in him a different way. They believe in him in a way that he gonna do everything. I heard somebody, I told somebody, they told me, oh, if you take one step forward, God gonna take two. I said, man, you done lost your goddamn mind. Bitch, you got to run this whole race. And at any time you stop running, the race is gonna be over.
See, those kind of stories, man, you got to realize, just looking back at family.
Yeah.
I look at my mother. The stories, the stuff my mother, she got from her mother.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother got it from her mother. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times, man, them stories come from, you know, our sibling came out, they came in, and they didn't know what we know. Yeah. There wasn't, like my grandparents, it wasn't as smart as I am. Yeah. They didn't know what I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't know what that was taught to them.
Yeah.
So a lot of us, well, you know, my great-grandparents, my grandma was them. They was this or they was that. That don't mean I got the bid.
And it was forced on.
Yeah, most stuff was forced
like even when we was kids, we was forced to go. Like sometimes you be like, I ain't want to go. We were forced to go to church. We were forced to go to the Kingdom Hall.
Got beat. For
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it's like you forced that. That's the thing about. I ain't finna force my. No, I'm not.
Even after the Kingdom Hall, man. When I was living in Southern Pine, my Aunt Bob, and you know they went to the powerhouse of Deliverance Church down in Adler. Bro. We got to go. Yeah. And I'm a teenager.
And if you don't go, they'll stop fucking with you, bro.
You got to go.
They'll stop like, they were like, yo, this. And that's why I say, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be careful with religion. Because religion is created by man, not by God.
Yeah, definitely by man.
The spirit is, God created the spirit.
Yeah.
The spirit of God lives in you. You know what I'm saying? Not, man, I'm like, yo. And so that's why I be like that, man. I don't get up, man, and I don't be, like, you know what I'm saying, like, on that shit, bro. I get up, man. Like, I get up every day knowing that God gave me a chance to do something today, bro.
Yeah.
God gave me a chance to do. I know people. I talk to my mom, and she tell me about people that, you know, one day, her lady, she was talking to her husband, and she looked back over, he was dead, bro. The chance over with after that. Yeah. And when you ain't got a chance, you ain't got no more choices. Yeah. But as long as you got a chance, man, you always got a choice. People be like, oh man, I ain't, man, they ain't give me no choice. No, you just didn't take the one that you was available for you.
This what I want to say while we still going. The apartment building that I live in. Anyway, I'm doing DoorDash downtown one day, and I seen a guy on the scooter. And I noticed a couple locations that I've delivered to, I seen him. So I was like, hey, you do DoorDash? He was like, yeah. I said, you do it on a scooter? He said, yeah. And I'm like, what you make? He said, I make $150, $200 a day. I said, you what? I said, how did you get on this? Come find out, he and I live in the same building. But he said that a friend of his that live in the building, car broke down one day. He said the dude had no way to make no money. Yeah. He said, so the dude started doing DoorDash on the scooter. Yeah. And so I'm like, I said that to say, regardless, when all fails, you got to come up with another plan. It's something else out there. You just got your car break down. You can't just fold your arm up and just get mad.
Look at the car that broke down.
Yeah, you better come up with something.
You better look at them feet that move.
You better figure something else out.
And that go back to this right here, man. No matter what's going wrong, you got to find a way to keep doing what's right. Yeah. And you know what? And that's a good segue to ending this episode, part 2, man. Is just letting people know that, man. Yeah. Is that, man, no matter what's going wrong in your life, man, you got to find a way to do what's right if you don't want it to keep going on. And it don't mean just because you start doing what's right that the wrong gonna stop. No, it's a process to getting rid of. That's just like if you motherfucking in your house and you got 3 bedrooms and all the rooms in your house dirty. It don't mean just because you get the living room clean that the rest of your house clean. You got to go into every room and clean them motherfucker. Yeah. See, that's what change is about, man. Change ain't about moving on. Change ain't about just leaving the fucked up shit that's going on in your life behind and you think you... No, because you can't leave yourself behind.
Yeah, you can't leave it because that's...
No matter, it's part of you. Yeah. Mother be like, oh man, people, even growing up, oh, you know, your parents, you get in trouble there, I'm going to send you down to your grandma's house. You just finna go down there and fuck her life up.
Yeah, you called it out.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Change is about getting the shit that's hindering you from moving forward. But in order to do that, you got to have accountability, man. You got to be willing to accept that you the reason for why your life is the way your life is. And if you ain't gonna have that accountability, then you always gonna be relying on God to do some changing for you. And God ain't changing your life.
Yeah. You gotta change.
God then already gave you everything you could possibly need to change your own motherfucking life, man. And that's why me and you sit here today, bro. Because we decided when the wrong was going on in our life, we said, you know what, man? I'm finna start doing what was right. And because of that, man, that's why we sit here right now, bro.
Even though we almost at the end of the podcast, here's another thing, man. When you and I had linked back up in 1995, even though, like, I'm sure you had heard a lot of, stories about me or whatever.
Bro, I knew,
But you know one thing, man? How I had them flipped. Even though I had, pending charges.
Yeah.
Real laid back. Didn't want to really be around no guns.
Yeah.
Didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
And I was already in the mix, but I knew that I had to change the way I moved in order for me to stay alive.
I'm going to tell you something, bro. It wasn't so much that you had to change the way you changed the choices you was making.
Okay.
Like I tell people, like, man, you got to change. No, you don't. Your choices got to change.
Yeah.
You can't never change who you are. You gonna ever since we was young kids growing up, bro, you have always been who you were to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made bad choices like I did. But the person who you are, that's why we still sit here. That's why we still carry the same love for each other that we do. It's because at the core, bro, we are who we are.
Yeah.
The only thing that's gonna deter that, man, is the choices you make. That's the only thing that's gonna fuck your life up. That's the only give a fuck about the people that play. You have to choose the people, places, and the things to bring into your life in order for your life to even go there. Yeah. It's the choices you make, man. Because you can't change who you are, man. God created you this way.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? And I tell you this right here, man. You are perfect, bro. It's just that our choices would. We perfect, bro. Even when we was out there in the streets doing what we was doing, bro, we was perfect. It was just that our choices didn't resemble that.
Yeah.
So now that, we come back and we understand these things, man, and now that we apply these things to our lives, bro, it allows us to see life in a different perspective.
Yeah.
We don't look at the person out here, you know what I'm saying? We understand what's going on, but we don't carry that kind of energy with us no more, man. And see, that's what this podcast is about, bro. That's why I did this shit, bro. I ain't do this shit, man, about smoking weed and shit. I knew that was just a gimmick to get people to come into my world.
Yeah.
But once they get into my world, bro, I'm not a smoker. I may start blowing. I put that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I stopped smoking because there's some things that I'm trying to do in my life, man, that smoking won't allow me to do. Because that's just how things is. And because I know that, I have to do the right thing.
Exactly.
And so, man, but my podcast ain't changed. The things I talk about ain't gonna change. You know what I'm saying? My thing, bro, is I just want people to know how great they are, man. Yep. Because people always tell us, oh, how great other people are. And if things go wrong, go to these people. I'm telling you, man, that's cool. But at some point, you got to come back to yourself.
Yeah, you do.
And if you ain't able to come back to yourself, then, man, ain't nothing going to change for you, man. And so with that being said, man, I just want to thank you, bro, for always being the type of person you are, man. Because like I said, regardless of what people think or thought, I know who you were, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I was comfortable back then to say, nah, fuck that, I'm with you, bro.
Yeah.
And that's why when you came home, I was comfortable enough to say, bro, shit, this where I'm at. This where I be. You got my address, bro. I ain't hit, you know what I'm saying? But I understand at the same time, you got things going on, man, that you got to take care of. I just always want you to know, bro, that I'm always here, bro, to share whatever information I've garnered through my times of being out here that I can share with you, man, that can help you in your travels. But at the same time, I know that, hey, man, I can't change Ray's life. But I can try to change his mindset that'll help him be able to do some things that'll help him do the things he really want to do in his life, man. And that's with anybody I fuck with, man. And see, that's the hard reality of things, man, is that people don't want my information. They want my money. And you ain't getting that, man. So with that being said, man, I just want to thank y'all one more time, man. I want to thank my motherfucking partner, man, for opening up, sharing his story, sharing his motherfucking life, man, sharing some of this wisdom that he's garnered throughout these years, man. So with that, man, I hope we inspired y'all, man, with episode 1, episode 2 of motherfucking Carolina Boyz, man. Even though I come to find out this man like NC State. I ain't got no problem with that because that's the Carolina too. But I just know he ain't had no good seasons. he ain't care. He ain't. Hey, that's all I'm saying, man.
1983, man. Last chip I won, man.
Hey, baby, you see what it is? Right here, fully fledged, man. This is what we doing, man. But like I said, man, we Carolina boys, man. But at the end of the day, man, we God children, man. So with that being said, man, I want to thank y'all, man, for joining in, man. So until next time, man, I just want to do it like I do it all the time, man. Find some way to change your own life so you can find a way to inspire somebody to change theirs, man. And with that being said, peace.
I'm a boss. I ain't got time for no bullshit. You waste the mind, you catch that eye.